Hello everyone, this is ML Naruto. Welcome to my channel. So today I'm gonna teach Python, and this time it's a new series which is 100 days of Python. So I'm gonna teach Python for 100 days, but that's not a consecutive 100 days. Yes, I'll be uploading all the videos related to Python for 100 days. Okay, so each day you'll be learning something new. So this time I'm gonna start with the uh, I mean this everybody knows this. I mean, for a new programmer who is already starting the Python, everybody knows that what is the line of code to start with, that is print hello world. So like many other people, I'm gonna start this series with the hello world program. So but before looking into that, just have a look at this amazing quote from Naruto series. That is, a person grows up when he is able to overcome hardships. Protection is important, but there are some things that a person must learn on his own. So this is an amazing quote. So the meaning of this quote is, uh, a person can only shine if he undergoes, or if he went through all the hardships. Okay, otherwise, I mean, he won't be so popular. Why? Because let's take an example of a gold. Okay, so gold, in order to extract a pure form of gold, that particular raw gold needs to be put under so much of hardships, like someone is hammering the gold, and someone is what do you call, someone is letting up the gold. So after after going through all these kind of hardships, then only you'll get the gold which is glittering. So in the same manner, a person will also need to put under hardships, then only he'll get the value of, I mean, he'll get to know the value of the real success. So that's what it is. So okay, enough of motivation, let's deep dive into the topic of 100 days of Python. Okay. Okay, so let's print out the first program, which is, everybody knows that, hello world. Okay, so this is a simple program for every birding programmer wants to learn. That is nothing but printing just a few piece of string, that is hello world. So when I hit shift enter, what I will get is some kind of message that I have passed in my print statement, a print function. Okay, it may take some time to load itself, but that's off initially. Yes, okay. So we have got our output as hello world, which is nothing but the string itself, which we have passed inside the print function, right? So this is the uh, basic piece of code for a programmer who wants to learn Python. So now I want to show you how to comment out something like, okay, I want to write some code here, but I don't want it to be printed. How do I do? See, I want to tell you guys to write the code here. Okay, so I want to tell you the guys, tell you guys to write the code here. So that's why I don't want to print this entire line as an output. So what can I do? I just comment out this entire line by placing one kind of pound symbol or hash symbol, whatever you call. By placing the hash symbol in front of the uh, in front of this line, you can comment out everything. See, for example, see, I have printed this entire code, right? So if I want to comment this entire thing, what I can do is I just simply put one hash symbol here. So after keeping this hash symbol in front of the entire line, if I want to run shift enter, see what happens. It won't give me any kind of output. Why? Because see here I'm just commenting out everything. If I remove this, then again it will be back for sure. See here, if I run shift enter, then I'll get my output as the same previous output as hello world. Okay, so so this is the way of commenting out any kind of line. Now I want to print something. Today is the day one. Okay, because I'm starting this new series here, so today will be the day one. Today is the day one, right? So in today's we can learn something like day one. On the day one itself, we have already learned what is meant by print Python print function, and then the above is the print function. Okay, I want to say this, and also I want to print something like this entire string. What is to be printed? Don't worry, just don't get confused. Just watch it, and definitely you will get what I'm trying to say. Okay. Yeah. So if I run this, if I run the whole code, whole cell right now, what I'll get? See, whatever I have given inside this print function, I'm getting this as an output. See, in the first of this particular cell, I have passed some kind of string, that is day one print Python print function. Okay, I have passed some kind of string, no matter whatever maybe the string is. And in the second line of code, I have just passed some kind of piece of string, like the above is the print function. Okay, and in the third line of code, I have passed. I just want to print this entire string. Like I want to print this print of what is to be printed. I want to print this entire string. So what can we do? We just need to pass this entire string inside the double quotes, and we need to present this entire line inside a print function. Then only we can get this print of what is to be printed as an output. Okay, so here I have done some kind of mistake, like I have went put a single inverted comma inverted quotes here. So when I hit shift enter, see here, I have got the output as correct. See, print of what is to be printed. So this is a way of, this is not a, I mean, complex code. This is just a bit of simple coding using the print function here. Okay, whatever I have explained you till now is nothing but the usage of the print function. Okay, you need to pass whatever you want. Okay, for example, I want to print my channel. Okay, so I can just pass ml Naruto. See, I have got it. And now I want to pass another string like I love my subscribers. So, and also I want to learn please subscribe. Okay, so I have passed whatever may be the string, no matter whatever may be the string is, you just need to pass the entire string inside this print function. Then you will get the input which you have passed inside the print function as an output. Okay, so and putting the string inside a quotes is a mandatory one. And also here the quotes plays very important role. Why? Because see, I'll explain another thing. Okay, so I want to print out something. Have sorry, have you had your lunch? Okay, so I want to print this entire thing. So I can use either single quotes, or I can also use the entire string to be printed with the help of the double quotes also. See here, I'm just removing the single quotes here. Okay, I'm just removing the single quotes here, and then I'm selecting the entire string, and then I'm just pressing shift double quotes here. See, the entire string has been placed placed within the double quotes here. So if I press shift enter, what happens? I'll definitely get the same input as an output. Why? Because no matter whatever maybe the code is, for example here, if we have the single quote also, we'll get the same output, and if we have this double quote also, we are getting the same output. Okay, so but this particular part, that is double quotes or single quote, will definitely play a crucial role depending upon the string you are actually inserting. Why? Because see, I'll explain why. See, for example, okay, so I want to print something like mm, uh, okay, what is your name? Okay, so what if I want to print this, what is your name? How can I do that? I can just simply say what is your name, right? And I just put this entire string inside the double quotes, okay, or maybe single quotes, no matter whatever maybe. But instead of printing this, I don't want this to be printed. Instead of this, I want this to be printed. What's your name? I want this entire string, this particular string, to be printed. Okay, so how to do that now? See, I'm just selecting all the entire string, and if I place this entire string in between the single quotes, then I'll definitely get the error. Why? Because see, when you have some kind of single quotation inside your string, I mean inside your string, then you should keep this entire string within the double quotes, not in the single quotes. See here, I have what single quote s, that is what's your name. So here my string has already a single quote inside the string. So I just don't want this string to be within the single quotes here. I just want this entire string to be in the double quotes. See, I'm just hitting shift enter. What happens? Let's see. See, it's turning out red. That means it's saying invalid syntax. Why? Because here already we have the single quote here. So again, we should never use the single quote. I mean outside the string. Okay. So what instead of that, what we can do is we just remove this single quotes here, and then just select the entire string which is to be printed, and just press shift double quotes here. So by doing so, if you just hit shift enter, what happens? You'll definitely get this as an output. Why? Because here we haven't used any single quote outside the string. Why? Because we already have a single quote inside the string. So that's the reason. Okay. And now I'll give you another example. For example, uh, so this is my phone. I want to highlight this particular object. So that's why I have kept this particular phone inside the double quotes. Okay. Let's say this is my iPhone. Okay. I can call it as this is my iPhone. So iPhone is generally that's a great brand, so everybody knows that. So that's the reason for which I have kept this particular string, that is iPhone, uh, within the double quotes here. So I just want to be printed like this in the same format. So how can I do? See, if I want to select this entire string, and if I place single quotes within the single quotes, what happens if I hit shift enter? See, what's happening? Nothing is happening. Why? Because inside the string we already have something, that is double quotes here. So if I place this entire string within the single quotes, then I won't get any error. What if I want to place this entire string within the double quotes itself? So what happens? Let's see. See, I have selected the entire string and I want to place this whole string within the double quotes. Okay. See here, actually in my string, inside my string, I have the particular string that is iPhone already within the double quotes here. But now again, I am selecting the entire string and I'm just passing this entire string within the double quotes again. So what happens if I hit shift enter? What happens? See here, I'm getting an error. Why? Because it won't consider. The Python will definitely ignore this. Why? Because see here, the double quote is actually starting here and it's actually ending here. Okay, ending here, and this iPhone part is not considered. Why? Because this is out of the double quotes, and again double quotes is actually starting here and it's actually ending here. So it just prints out this and it also takes this particular string part, but it won't consider this iPhone part. So what happens is, since we are not putting this iPhone under the double quotes or single quotes, so it won't consider. Why it's not considering? Why? Because we have already kept this entire string within the double quotes. So this would be the reason for it. So if we want to print this entire thing successfully, what we can do is, we can just simply see here, copy. See, we can just simply remove those double quotes outside the string and just select the entire string here and place single quotes. Okay, why? Because just remember this thing. I'll explain. Just remember this thing. Whenever, okay, whenever whenever you are using the Python, you need to use single quotes. Single quotes. When do we need to use single quotes? When the string when the string is already have when the string is already has double quotes. Okay, double quotes, and we need to use the double quotes when do we need to use this? When the string is already has single quotes. Okay, so this is the thing here. When the string is already is having some double quotes, we need to use single quotes. When the string is already having single quotes, we need to use double quotes. So this would be the criteria here. Okay. Okay. So now, so this would be the thing here. Now I'll give you some kind of examples here. I'll show you some examples. Like, see, I want to execute the print statement. For example, okay. So I want to say that what can we call the plus sign? Okay, plus sign is used for addition purpose. Okay, I want to print this entire thing. I want to say plus sign is used for addition purpose. We all know that plus sign is used for addition, and into sign is used for multiplication, and slash is used for division. We everybody knows that. So I want to print this entire string and I want to highlight this particular symbol. Why? Because that's a symbol, right? So that's not a common word or common text. That's a particular symbol. That's a special character. So I just want to highlight that. So how can I do that? I am just placing this particular sign inside the double quotes here. So if I want to print this entire thing with this particular highlighted part also, so how can I do that? If I place this entire string, if I see here, I'm just selecting the entire string here, and if I want to place this entire string in between the double quotes, what happens? See here, if I hit shift enter, it will definitely see here what's happening here. See what's happening here. it's actually not considering. It's actually not considering this plus sign here. The plus sign is actually not getting considered. Why? Because see here, the double quote is actually starting here, and it's actually ending here. Okay, and then the plus is ignored. Okay, and then again double quote is starting here and it's going till here. So this particular part has been printed. Sign is used for addition purpose, and this is an empty string. So the empty string is this particular part. Okay, but here plus is ignored. Why? Because see, our string has already used double quotes inside the string, and again we are actually passing this entire line within the double quotes. So that's the reason for it. Okay, if we don't want to if we don't want this particular output, and I want the output in the same way as if we have given the input here. Okay, so that's the problem here. So if I want to print the same output as I have thought, so how to do that? So I'm just I need to pass this like print. So I need to print this special character with the special appearance. So plus sign is used for addition purpose. So see here, our string has already included this particular double quotes. So we should never use double quotes again outside the string. So what we can do is we can just select this entire string and place this entire string within the single quotes here. Okay, single quotes. So what happens if I hit shift enter? See, I'm getting this uh, same thing which I have already thought before this line of code. Plus sign is used for addition purpose. So that's what it is. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, so now what I can do is, okay, I want, see here, print, hey, print hey plus ml Naruto. Okay, so I want to place this entire thing. Okay, this entire particular thing. See here, I want to place this from here to here inside. Okay, so I want to print this entire line as an output. So how to do that? Just select here, and what you can do is just put inside this sorry put entire string within the single quotes here. Why single quotes? Why? Because inside this particular line of code, we have already used double quotes here. See, we have already used double quotes. So we should never use double quotes again. So we are actually using single quotes here. And just select, what you can do is here, use print function, and again keep one bracket here. So what happens if I hit shift enter? See here, I'm getting the same this particular thing as an output. Print hey plus ml Naruto as my output. Got it? So that's the thing here. Okay. So this is the thing. This is what we can do using the print function here. Okay. And again, I just want to let you know that is the next thing I want to show you is how can we manipulate the string. Okay, that is string manipulation. How to do that? String manipulation means, for example, if I have this like hey Naruto, okay, I have this thing. So if I hit shift enter, what happens? See, I'm getting this output as hey Naruto. So I want this output for 5 times. So how can I do that? I can just go here, simply give another print statement that is hey Naruto. Okay, or else I can just copy this thing and just paste it over here. Now again print this, print this 1 2 3 4. Okay, another time print this. Okay, if I hit shift enter, what happens? I'll get the same output for 5 times. See here, hey Naruto, hey Naruto, hey Naruto, all these, all the same. This is the same output which we have got earlier, and this time it's coming for 5 times. Okay, why? Because we have given the print statement for 5 times, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, but how can you do this particular, I mean, how can you get this same output without writing multiple times? Okay, it is for just 5 times, so you have easily written this code for 5 times. Okay, but what if it is for let's say maybe 100 times? So do you write the code for 100 times? Okay. Okay, you have the capacity and you have written this same code for 100 times. And what if the number of times is, let's say, 50,000? So how do you write? I mean, I think no human can write this much times. Why? Because after all, we are all humans, right? So we want our machines to work for ourselves, but we don't work. So how can you do that? So you want this particular print, this particular output, but you should never use the same code for these many times. So how do you do that? Just delete all these things, and now see here you have written hey Naruto, and now what you can do is you can just simply add /n. Okay, and then you just pass this particular output again, input again, and then place /n, and then pass output, sorry, input again, and then pass /n, output /n, input. See here how many times? Here I am passing 1 time, 2 times, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I have passed this for 5 times. So if I hit shift enter, what happens? See, I'm getting the same output for 5 other times. See, I'm just okay. So this is one kind of thing which we can do, which we can achieve this particular output, and this is another kind of thing which we can achieve the same output. Okay, but here also we have written the same code for 5 times, but here we have written it in a stack manner, like uh, I mean one by one. But here we have given this same input for 5 times in the same line itself. Okay, by this we are just saving the time for writing the print, but we are not actually I mean making it simpler. Why? Because still we need to uh, give the output for 5 times. Okay, so still actually when compared, this is the best, this is somewhat better way than the earlier one, but still this is not the best way. So how can you do that? See here, just write sim print here, print statement, and pass this string, sorry, pass the string here, hey Naruto. And now what you can do is you just need to place one /n, and after that, after the out of the quotes, you can just press asterisk symbol, and you can just give the number how many times you want this entire string to be present. For example, if I want this entire string to be present for 5 times, I can pass the argument as 5. So what happens here? See, if I hit shift enter, what happens? See, I'm getting the same output, but this is very in a very easy manner. Why? Because here I'm not I mean I'm not really working hard. I'm just passing some simple string for one single time, and I'm just assigning some kind of argument here. With this, I'm just getting the result which I have got the result in the previous codes here. Okay, so this is one kind of a best thing here. So out of these three things, this is the best here. Okay, for example, I'll give you here. First method, very painful method this is. Why? Because if I want to print some 50 lakh print statements, then how can I do that? No human can do that kind of things. Okay, this is the second method. This is somewhat better when compared to the earlier one, but still this is not the best one. And now you have got the best one here. This is the third method. This is the best one when compared to the above previous solved previous two types of code. Okay, so now, I want to see, I want to print this particular thing, like I want to print ML Naruto. So how do I print this particular thing? See, I want to print this string ML space Naruto. So how do I do that? I just select the entire string and put it uh, inside the double quotes here. And before the double quotes, I just need to pass some print statement here. Okay. If I hit shift enter, what happens? See, I'm getting the same output ML Naruto. Okay. But what if, is there any way in printing out the same output, in getting the same output? Yes, there is lot more ways. How to do that? Just pass this ML word inside a string as a one string, and then give the plus symbol here, plus operator, and then give some kind of empty string here. That's a space. Okay. And then use some plus sign here, plus operator, and then pass the remaining string, that is the Naruto. See, we have passed the ML here, and then we have placed some plus character. This plus character is actually concatenating these two characters, these two strings. See here, ML is a different string and Naruto is a different string. We need to concatenate those things with the help of the plus character. I'll explain with better example next time. Just observe here for now. See here, I'm getting the same output. I'm getting the same output again, but this is not of proper use. Okay, if I want to use it for proper, like I can say, uh, hey, subscribe to my channel. I want to concatenate all those things. How can I do that? How can I do that? So I want to concatenate these things. So I can say, hey, plus subscribe plus 2 plus my plus channel. So if I hit shift enter, what happens? See, I'm getting the string. Okay, that's fine. But here I'm not getting the spaces here. See, hey is a different, it's a separate word. Subscribe is a separate word. To is a to my channel. All these are the separate words. But here I'm not getting any space. Why? Because if we pass this plus particular operator, that is plus operator here, it won't provide you any kind of space here. You should need to provide here. For example, here I have this particular string, that is hey. After that I have put some kind of plus operator here, and then I need to pass some empty string here, that is passing the empty string, and then just passing some space here, and then I need to pass some plus symbol here again, and then I'm getting the subscribe here. See, if I hit shift enter, what happens? See here, for the strings hey and subscribe, I'm getting some kind of empty space here. Why? Because this is the power of this particular empty string. Okay, and I want to separate all these things also. I can simply just do pass some empty strings here. See, I have passed some empty string here, and then again plus, and then again I need to pass some empty string here, and then again I need to pass some empty string here. See here, now I'll get what I want if I run this. See here, it's getting hey subscribe to my channel with the proper spaces among those words. Okay, so this is nothing but the what we can call it as string manipulation. String manipulation is this particular thing. Okay, we can manipulate the string what according to our purpose. Okay, so that's the thing. And now I'm gonna teach you the debugging skills, which is a must for any programmer. So debugging, the next concept is debugging. So I'll be giving some kind of lines of code here, and you need to debug those. Okay, just comment me what's wrong with the code. Okay, so for example, uh, hey hey uh, sorry, first of all, hey, my name is ML Naruto. Okay, so now if I'm selecting entire thing and putting single quotes here, now see the desired output is, so I want the output to be as hey, my name is, hey, my name is, sorry, ML Naruto. So this will be my desired output. I want to print this thing, but I have given you some kind of tasks like this. If I hit Shift Enter, I'm getting some kind of error here. So you need to spot out what kind of error is that. Okay, that's your job. I have already taught you enough of all the things here. So it's your job now to find out all the errors. Okay, this is an error. You need to find out what's wrong with this particular code. Okay, again, uh, I'm printing here. Hi, hi Python. Let me uh, let me gain something. Okay, so the desired output should be this. Hi Python, let me gain something. This would be my output. But if I hit Shift Enter, I'm getting some kind of error, right? So you need to find out what kind of error is that. Okay, and now my desired output, will be um, asterisk symbol is used for multiplication. So this is my desired output. But when I hit Shift Enter, what's happening here? Asterisk is used for multiplication. Okay, so when I hit Shift Enter, what happens? Let's see. See, I'm getting some kind of error, right? But the case is I want this to be printed. So there is some kind of error. You need to debug that. Okay. So these are all the exercises I'm giving to you to test your debugging skills. Why? Because I have already taught you enough of all the content which I have taught. So using all these knowledge, you can easily debug the things. Okay. So that's your job. Just try in your own Jupyter or in your own collab. Just comment out what are all the errors. Okay, below my video in the comment section. So another thing is, okay, so enough of it, and I want to teach you some kind of how to comment things. Okay, see, we can type whatever maybe the thing is. Okay, we can type whatever maybe the thing is, but if we just select this entire thing and just see here, if I place some kind of hash hash symbol here, then the entire thing would be commented out. Okay, and again, how can you comment the everything out? Like, see, I have some multiple lines here. Okay, I have some 5 to 6 lines here. Okay, I have some 5 to 6 lines here, so I can't just go line by line here and just place that particular hash symbol here. That would be a very time waste. Okay, if I want to comment out entire line, entire 5 to 6 lines here, so how can I do that? I just simply select all the 5 to 6 lines here and press Control plus forward slash. So if you do that, entire all the things would be definitely commented out. Okay, so that would be the case here. Okay, so what is the formula for that? Is shortcut for that? Control plus slash. This would be the key here. If you press Control plus slash forward slash, then all the things would definitely be commented out. Okay. Okay, so now mm, okay, this is for the Windows. Okay, this is for the Windows. And what if you want to comment everything for Mac in Mac? So how can you do that? So in Mac, what you can do is command plus slash here. It just comments out everything you have selected in the Mac. Okay, so this would be the case here. Okay, so now, okay, I'll teach you some important built-in functions here. As we have already covered one kind of built-in function, that is print, and now we can cover another function like len function. Okay, so how to use this len function here? For example, if I want to print something like mm, you are beautiful. Okay, you're beautiful. Okay, I want to print this entire thing. Okay, if I hit shift enter, see here I'm getting some kind of output as you are beautiful. Okay, so and now what happens is I want to count this entire characters here. See, if I count with my what do you call, if I want to count this manually, what happens is, one minute. So if I want to count this manually, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17 or something. Okay, so the count is 17. Okay, But what if, see here, but how can you do when you have so many characters? Like if you have some kind of 2 3 lines, do you keep on counting like this? It would be an absolute time waste. So how do you do that? So what you can do is just use the len function here. So print len of, you can just pass the entire string inside this particular len function here. Okay, so if you hit shift enter, what happens? See here, I've got the same output as 17. Did you get this? See, did you get this? Using this particular len function here, using this len function, I have it just counts here. For example, see here, okay, you are beautiful. Okay, so now it just counts it. Okay, this is the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 12 13 14 15 16 17 finally. Okay, so this would be the case here. So for that purpose, we are actually using the len function. This is a built-in function, and you can give whatever maybe you want. Like see here, if I want to print what would be the length of this particular string, like see, I'm just giving whatever I want. Okay, so I want to test this entire thing. So how can I do that? Just simply put here the len function here in this in front of the string, and if you hit shift enter, what happens? See, you have some 76 characters inside this particular string. Okay, it will just gives the count here. Okay, now I want to move on to the another topic like variables. So what is mean by the variables here? For example, I want to know what is your name. So I'm just giving, I just want to, okay, but before that I want to give some kind of clarity about this input function also. Input function. So what is meant by an input function? So if I want to allow my user uh, to give the input, so then I use input function here. Okay, so I use input function here. See, for example, I'm passing this input function here and it assigning it to the name variable. Okay, okay, inside this input function I want to allow my user to give some kind of answer to this question, that is what is your good name. Okay, so I just want to ask this. So if I hit shift enter, what happens? I'll get a window for this particular input. Okay, the Python is actually asking me to enter what is my good name. So I'll enter ML Naruto. Then what happens? Nothing happens. Why? Because I'm just telling my Python to take the entire input and it just assigns it to the variable called name. Okay, and if I want to print that name, what happens? I use print statement and I need to pass the variable name. Okay, if I hit shift enter, what happens? See, it's asking me my name and I want to give this ML Naruto as my name, then it just prints out my name as ML Naruto. So this would be the case. So that's the use of this input function here. And now this particular variable, that is name, is known as the variable here. Okay, that's the here name is the variable. Okay, and using the input function, how can you what can you do, what else can you do? For example, uh, roll number equal to input of what is your roll number. What is your roll number? So if you pass this, then if I print this particular roll number, what happens? If I hit shift enter, what happens? Something has happened. Oh, okay, roll number is equal to valid syntax. Okay. So what happens is, this is an important thing for you to remember. That is, you should never see, Python is almost similar with the language English. Okay, but it's not as it is as of English. Okay, you should never assign variables with having space. Okay, instead of space you can use underscore here. Okay, if you use underscore here, roll number, then it would be okay for us. See, if I hit shift enter, no error will come. See, what is your roll number? So I can say like 5697899. Okay, this is my roll number, for example. If I hit shift enter, then it will just prints out my roll number. Okay, this would be the usage of input function, and this roll number here is our variable here. Okay, roll underscore number is our variable. What is a variable? Variable is nothing but it's a kind of variable is a thing which can be used to store any kind of data. Okay, here we are actually passing some kind of data, that is 5697899 inside our input function, and this entire thing is getting stored inside a variable called roll number. When we call our roll number variable, it just prints out the data which has been stored inside this roll number, that is nothing but 5697899. Okay, that's the thing here. And now okay, so now let's move on to the next thing. For example, I want to, for example, have the variable like school. Okay, and I want to ask my user to what I mean, what is the name of your school? What is the name of your school? I want my user to ask this particular question, and I want to measure the length of this length of the particular length of his answer also. For example, okay, I'm creating another variable called length here. Length equal to, I'm using a function called len of, and I'm inside this len function I'm passing this school variable. Why? Because you'll get the clarity once if I run this particular program. Okay, so I want to print the length also. Okay, I'm just running my code. So see, let's see what happens. What is the name of your school? For example, my school is Ninja School. Okay, Ninja Public School. Ninja Public School. Okay, if I hit shift enter, so if I hit just enter, then what happens? See, it's actually calculating the entire length of my answer. Why? Because I've passed the variable school inside this len function. Due to this, what happening here is, first of all, I'm saying enter some kind of school name inside this input function. Okay, this input function is actually taking my answer, that is ninja space public space school. Okay, this is taking my entire statement as an answer, and it is actually assigning this entire answer to this variable, that is school. Okay, and when I say when I create length equal to len of school, then what happens? My entire answer is actually getting measured with the help of this len function, and the entire result is actually assigning it to the length variable. Okay, I'll tell you with the tell you 1 minute. Hmm. Okay, see here, for example, uh, okay, here I have created one kind of variable called school. Okay, and I'm saying my user to enter some kind of answer inside this input function. This is an input function, let's say. Okay, so my user will come and enter some kind of name, that is ninja public school. Okay, so my user will come and enter some kind of name, that is ninja public and school. This particular answer is having some kind of spaces here. Did you see this? Some spaces. Okay, so now what I can do is, I'm creating another variable called length. Okay, and here I'm saying I want to measure whatever may be the answer. It is actually stored in this particular variable, that is school. I want to measure this. I want to measure this particular answer that is stored inside this school. So how can I do that? So see here, I'm just saying, I'm just passing here. I'm just passing here the school variable. Okay. So with this, what is happening here is, and now I'm saying print of length. So by this, what happens is our Python will first start, our Python will start with this particular function, that is input. Okay, see, I'll tell you. Okay, our Python will first start with this particular input function. Okay, then it asks us, please enter your school name. So we have entered ninja space public space school, some kind of characters, some kind of a big string. Okay, so this entire, see, this entire string is actually getting stored inside this variable, that is the school variable. It is actually getting stored inside this variable, and we are actually creating another variable, that is the length variable. Okay, inside this, what we are saying is, just measure the length using the length function. Okay, what do we need to measure? Length. For which? For this particular variable, that is the school variable. So I have passed this school variable inside my length function. So what is happening here is, this entire answer, see, this entire answer is actually passing inside our len function. Okay, with the help of this variable, that is the school. Okay, so now this entire string will definitely get measured here, and the answer of this and the value of this entire answer is stored inside this length function. Okay, for example, what is the length here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So total 19 here. Okay, this particular value, that is 19, will get stored inside this particular variable, that is the length. Okay, and if I call this particular variable length inside my print statement here, then it will automatically gives me the output as 19. So that's what happened here. That's what has happened here. See here, we have got See here, I have got the output as 19. Okay, why? Because first of all, the output statement is actually getting executed. Sorry, input statement is actually getting input function is actually getting executed, and then the entire input statement is actually getting stored inside a variable school. And when we pass this entire school inside our len function, it's actually measuring whatever maybe the string is. For example, if I pass ml no space Naruto, okay, I'm not giving any space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So total of 8. So this particular 8 value is actually getting stored inside this variable, that is the length here. When we call our variable that is length inside a print statement, we will definitely get the value as 8 here. Okay, that's the thing of this. Okay. So see, let's try for another example. See, now this time I'm passing uh, India. India is of how many letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So if I hit shift enter, what happens? I'm getting the output as a 5. Why? Because the length of the India is 5 itself. Okay. So this is it. And now I'm giving you another beautiful task for you. Obviously, I will only solve this. See here, I'm creating a variable called a, and I'm passing something into my input statement like a. Okay, and now I have some variable that is b, and I'm passing some kind of string inside my variable inside my input function, that is b call. Okay, now I want you to write some kind of code. What happens is my output should be like, for example, okay, so see here, mm, I have said that a is equal to input of a, okay, and b is equal to input of b. So I want you to write some kind of code. Then what happens is, if I pass the input, a and b as an input, okay, I'm giving the input that is a comma b, and in return I'm getting the output as b comma a. This will be my output. Okay, how can you write this? See here, for that I'll simply draw a diagram. That's nothing but see here. Okay, so here I have some kind of variable that is a. Okay, and now I have something other variable that is known as b here, and now here I have another variable that is c. So what happens? What happens if I say c equal to b? Then what happens? This will be my flow. Okay, c equal to b. And what happens if I say b equal to a? Then what happens? This will be my flow. Okay, this will be my flow. And what happens if I say a equal to c? Then what happens? This will be my flow. So if I pass c equal to b, then in return I'm getting c equal to a, right? See here, I'll explain. See, I'm just passing initially c equal to b. It is actually going from here to here, and from here to here, and from here to here. Ultimately, it's coming to the initial place. It's taking the value as b, and now, but it's actually coming as a, right? Did you get this particular cycle? See, I'm passing the value for c as b. Okay, I'm passing initially, but after completing one cycle, it's coming C equal to A. So this would be the logic. So using this particular logic, now I'm gonna create, I'm gonna write some program here. Okay. So, okay, how to do that? That's the simple logic which I have already explained. You need to assign C equal to A, and then A equal to, you need to assign B, and then B equal to, you need to assign, sorry, here let's move to this diagram. C equal to B, right? So okay, C equal to B, and then A equal to C, and then C equal to A. So this would be the logic here. This would be the logic. Now how to print that? So we have, so initially we have passed C equal to B, but in return we are getting C equal to A. Obviously our task is accomplished already. So how to print that? So you need to print A, that is, if I give the input as A, then I should give the, I should come the I should get the output as B. Why B? So if I want to get this output as B, what should I pass? I need to pass this output as A. Why? Because what is A? A is nothing but this B, right? C equal to B. B gets A gets C gets A. Did you get this? See here, I'm just passing. If I give the input as B, then what should I get? I'll get the output as A. See here, the logic is very simple here. Don't get confused. Why? Because I'm already there for you to I'm already there to explain the things with much better clarity. So where is, yeah, sorry. See, what I'm saying is, here I have the A, right? Okay. Sorry. Here I have the C here, and here I have the B here, and here I have the A here. Okay. But what I'm trying is, I'm just giving C equal to B. Okay, that is C equal to B. I'm saying this. And now what happens is, then it automatically goes to the A. Then what happens? B equal to A. Okay, B is equal to A. Then what happens? It automatically goes to the same initial position, that is A equal to C or C equal to A. Both are equal. Then what happens? See here, initially we are passing the value as passing the C value as B, but in return we are actually getting the C value as A. That's what the logic is. See, we are actually passing the C value as B, but in return we are actually getting the C value as A. So that's the logic here behind this. So now if I want to print A, I will get the value as, B. Okay, if I want A, if I give A as input, I'll get the value B as output. If I want B as, if I give B as input, then I'll get the value A as output. So if I hit shift enter, what happens? See, if I hit shift enter, what happens? See, it's asking me to enter the input value. For example, if I give let's say A value as 5 and B value as 9, then see, oh, something has happened. Oh, sorry, I've just missed the logic here. So B equal to A, right? That's my mistake. No wrong in this particular theory. This theory is perfect. I've just missed some kind of thing here. That is A equal to C here. Okay. See, the logic is the same. First of all, C equal to B, right? That's the thing here. C equal to B, and then B equal to A, right? So that's the thing here. B equal to A, and then A equal to C, right? That's the thing here. A equal to C. So if I hit shift enter, what happens? it asks me to enter some kind of what do you call values. For example, I want to give the a value as 90 and b value as 80. Then I will get the reverse. See, I'm passing a input as, I'll explain. See, uh, see, I'm passing a equal to 90 and b equal to 80. But after getting this, after completion of this cycle, in return, what I'm getting is a equal to 80 and b equal to 90. So that's our aim of the code here. Initially, we are actually passing. I have given the value 90 and 80 for a and b respectively. Then in return I'm getting the values as 80 for a and 90 for b. That's what our aim of the code is. Okay, that's what our aim of the code. Now this is fine. Okay, so if you want, you can just pass the screen and you can just take the screenshot here. Okay, so let's move on to the another thing. But before that, after taking this screenshot, I'm just erasing all these things. Okay, so now let's move on to the next thing. So together we can make some kind of final task here, final project here. Okay, let's say final project. So the aim of the project is so the aim of the project. See, you guys, you have gone to some kind of restaurant. Okay, you have gone to some restaurant. This is our restaurant. So when you enter into this particular restaurant, the bearer came. Okay, so this is the bearer. So this is the bearer, and he has some kind of book, menu book. Okay, he has some kind of menu book inside his hand, and he's actually uh, giving you the menu book here. This is the table. Okay, this will be our table, and this is our chair. Okay, this is our chair, and this is the person. This is the person. This is nothing but you. Okay, just ignore my drawing skills. Just focus on the content. Okay, so he's actually giving you the menu book here. And first of all, when you step inside the big restaurants, you'll have some kind of board like welcome here. Okay, welcome. So first of all, our task is to, when any user enter into a restaurant, he will definitely get some message like welcome to our restaurant. Okay, this would be our first task. Welcome to the restaurant. Okay, and what is the second task? A bearer comes to you and he asks you for food. Okay, what's your favorite food, sir? He will ask you. Uh, what do you want to? What do you want to? What do you want to order, sir? He will ask like this. Okay. And then what happens is, the third one, you will order some kind of thing. Okay, you will order some kind of like let's say biryani, chicken biryani or mutton biryani or whatever may be. And then what happens is he will ask you for uh, he will also like to ask you like, would you like to would you like to would you like to have any juice or drink, sir? He will ask like this. Why? Because of course he's a, I mean, he knows the pulse of the customer, right? After having a heavy meal, definitely anybody, I mean, a normal human being will definitely order for something liquid, right? So he will definitely ask you this question: would you like to have any juice or drink, sir? He will ask you like this, okay? And then he will gives you the if you, depending upon your answer, like yes, I would like to have some kind of milkshake, or I would like to have some kind of juice. Depending on your answer, he will give you the bill here, okay? So I mean, inside the bill, mm, for example, uh, this is, oh sorry, what I can do is, this is this is he needs to print the items here, okay? He needs to print the items what we have ordered. This is the thing and thing you have ordered here, sir. You have ordered, you have ordered, sir. Thank you. Sorry. Now in the last step, thank you, he would say thank you, visit again, okay? Thank you, visit again. So this would be our target here, okay? Did you get this? First of all, see here. So first of all, some random person is actually walking here. Okay, some random person is actually walking towards the restaurant here, and when he finally step into this particular restaurant, what happens is, you will get some kind of board like "Welcome to our restaurant." Okay, and then some bearer will come to you, and he'll ask you, "What do you want to order, sir?" Okay, and then he will record your answer, and then he would like to ask, "Would you like to have any juice or drink, sir?" Okay, and then, sir, this is the items here. In the blank space, you need to present your items here. For example, this item, let's say if I order this chicken biryani here, you would present here, this is the chicken biryani, okay? And if I have ordered some milkshake here, you need to place this milkshake inside this uh, blank column. So this is the chicken biryani and blank milkshake you have ordered, sir. You need to present this thing. And again, at the fifth step, thank you, visit again. So this would be our task here. Okay, let's proceed. Let's proceed to solve this particular task. So first of all, okay, you have already entered into the restaurant and you would like to have some kind of notice here. Welcome to our Ninja restaurant. Okay, so I'm a lover of Naruto series, so that's the reason why. Because I'll definitely relate everything to the Naruto series. Okay, so don't get irritated. That's my. I mean, I just like that. So okay, welcome to our ninja restaurant. So this would be the heading, and after that, see here. See, first one is finished. Welcome to our restaurant, finished. And then what do we need to ask it? Ask our user. Would you want to? Sorry, what do you want to order, sir? Okay, I need to ask this. So for that, what we can do is, we can just use input function, and you will just, what do you want to order, sir? What do you want to order, sir? Okay, so this would be our string. Uh, I want to appear in front of our customer, but I also need to use this particular thing. Okay, I also need to use this particular thing. So I need to use this particular answer in our variable. Like if I say mm, uh, items, okay, food items. Okay, I'll call it as food items. Food items equal to. Okay, then after that, I will ask you dessert item. Okay, dessert item equal to. I need to ask you like, would you like to have any juice or a drink, sir? I need to ask my user this, and then see here, the response has already been recorded inside this particular dessert items variable. Okay, and now in future I'll use these variables, so that's why I'm assigning the answer to any particular variable. Okay, and now finally I need to print something like, what do I need exactly to print? There's nothing but this is a chicken biryani or milkshake you have ordered, sir. Okay, so this is, and then I need to concatenate my variables here, that is the food items variable. See, I'm just passing the food items variable, and plus in inside a empty string, I need to pass some kind of comma to separate the items here, and again I need to pass this dessert items also. Okay, so these are multiple, right? So these, instead of this, I'm using these are dash and dash you have ordered, dash and dash items mm, items you have ordered, sir. Okay, so this would be my fourth line. Now I also want to print thank you, visit again, so that would be my fifth. Let's see, thank you exclamatory mark and visit again. So this would be the thing. Okay, if I hit shift enter, what happens? Let's see. See, I'm getting, I have already entered into my restaurant, and here I'm getting a welcome board like welcome to our Ninja restaurant. And what do you want to order, sir? I want to order some kind of chicken biryani. Okay, so I want to order chicken biryani. And then would you like to have any juice or drink, sir? So I want to I want to order milkshake. Okay, let's say chocolate milkshake. See here, these are chicken biryani, chocolate milkshake items you have ordered, sir. Okay, it's getting everything perfect, but except I didn't find any kind of gap here in between milkshake and items. Why? Because see, I have done that intentionally. Why? Because see, I haven't given any gap here in between these two things. So for that, what we can do is you can just leave one space here before these items. Then automatically, if you hit shift enter, you will get these items like this. You just need to enter chicken biryani and then chocolate milkshake, and then see, I have got these are the chicken biryani, chocolate milkshake items you have ordered, sir. Thank you, is taking. So that's it. So done with our project, final project. So this is the end of our uh, series. I mean, this is the end for our first day. So in the next day, I'll be explaining some other topics. Maybe what are all the data types? Maybe float, booleans, and and integer type, and all the other things. Okay. So that's all for this. Now I'll see you in the next video. So okay, just go through this entire playlist here. I'll be uploading all the videos regularly. Just go through this and you will I can say that I can promise you that almost 95%, okay, I can say this with the 95% confidence interval, you will definitely become a pro in Python with this particular playlist. I'll guarantee you. Okay, so see you in the next video. So bye bye, take care, and Jai Hind.